the topics. Let we chat now. Let we chat now.
In the Indo-Caribbean community, we have been mesmerized by so many youths in our community that are talented, whether it be with their voice, their instruments, or their dancing abilities. Today on Let's Talk with Lakshmee, which is being filmed at the beautiful, elegant Floral design, we're blessed and privileged to have young 17-year-old Benny Parag right here to share with us his blossoming musical journey. Benny, welcome to Let's Talk with Lakshmee. It's such a pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you so much.
So Benny, I have watched you grow up for the past couple of years, and every time you hit that stage, it's just, amazing.
Thank you
so
so
talented,
much.
And every time you sing, it's like every fiber of my soul just raises. Just looking at you, listening to you, I've watched you grow from a little child, maybe about 10 or 12, and now you're 17.
Yeah.
So, Benny, I know a lot of people on Let's Talk with Lakshmee have watched you grow as well, but share with us a little bit about your musical background.
Well, my mom was a singer. My grandparents were singers, my great-grandparents were singers, so music was already a vital part of my life. I took it upon myself to start singing. Unlike my siblings, it was kind of like put onto them at a young age. And I took it upon myself to start singing, and ever since then, my mom she was my escalator. She was my dad is also a big support as well. He and my mom, they both, never made it a problem to escalate me.
Now, Benny, you're born American,
Yeah.
correct? Where are your parents from?
Both of my parents are from Berbice, Guyana.
From Berbice, Guyana. Have you visited Guyana at all?
Yeah, I go there every 6 months.
So growing up in the United States of America, having parents that are from Guyana, but you're so in tune with music, where is this inspiration coming from?
Honestly, Lakshmi, I don't know.
You don't?
I think it's just from my heart.
Now, you mentioned that you have two other siblings, a
Yeah.
brother and a sister, but they were possibly forced into music.
I mean, I wouldn't say forced,
Mm-hmm.
but even before they had that, mind to make the right decision, they were put into music.
They were put into music. But you wanted this.
Yeah.
Why would you say that? What drew you to music? I mean, I remember having a conversation with Mom one day where she said to me, Benny is such a blessed child. He'll come home from school, he'll just practice. He'll go on the computer, he'll find music, he would practice. She says he would spend hours on his own just practicing. Where is this coming from?
Music just always made me serene, comfortable, always. So it was like my place to go to whenever there was a problem, whenever I felt, uneasy. So.
Now tell me, you said that you came from a musically inclined family.
Mm-hmm.
Your parents, your grandparents were all into music.
Mm-hmm.
What type of music were they singing back home in Guyana?
As far as I can remember, my parents, they just used to sing in temples, so like just bhajans, but they used to sing more than just bhajans, but just temple.
And what category of singing do you sing? Do you practice?
Well, now I'm trained in Indian classical music, light music, everything of that sort. So
tell me, when we think of Indian classical music, we think of ragas, right? What is a raga?
So raga is like a set of notes combined in a particular way. I mean, I usually think of it as like the ancestors of Indian music, because those are the base, that's the base of where all of these film songs, where these light ghazals came from.
So when did you start singing? At what age?
I was 6.
And when did you start your professional training?
I went to Kinnar when I was 10.
Now tell me about your guru.
Kinnar Seen and Parag Seen, those are my 2 gurus. They are amazing. They just opened a new realm of music to my life. Like, you don't value music until you have gurus, right gurus.
Tell me about that. Why is that? Why is having a guru important for a young budding musician like yourself?
Because every musician needs guidance. They need a mentor because you can't just sing raw. Every musician needs that mentorship, that guidance to perfect their voice, to shine it. Like a diamond. When there's a diamond, you need to shine that diamond before it becomes a diamond.
Benny, a lot of times when people hear you sing, I've heard lots of people talk about you, including myself. And one thing that I have personally said about you is that I believe that you have been blessed by the gods themselves.
Thank you so much.
When you open your mouth and you sing, you just transform any environment into such a peaceful mood. And I believe that Mother Sorority herself has come down and touched you.
Thank you so
has
much.
Blessed you. And I'm sure I'm not the only person who has told you this. So tell me, Benny, what does music mean to you?
You know, I mean, music becomes a part of my life now. It is a part of my life now. It's everything I do. Music is my strength. You know, like without music, I honestly don't know what I would be, who I would be, what I would become. Music just holds me, it lifts me.
Nanking chain of restaurants serves a large variety of Chinese, Thai, and Indian cuisine, prepared by seasoned chefs and experienced professionals. Check out one of Nanking's newest restaurants at 134-07 Rockaway Boulevard, South Ozone Park, New York. Nanking proudly serves halal meats, vegetarian, non-vegetarian, and seafood delicacies. Nanking Restaurants caters to private and corporate events for all occasions in their restaurants and banquet halls. Nanking Restaurants, a chain of restaurants which are also conveniently located in South Plainfield, New Jersey, Jersey City, New Jersey, Iceland, New Jersey, New York, New York, Atlantic City, New Jersey, New Hyde Park, Long Island, and the grand opening of their newest location at 134-07 Rockaway Boulevard, South Ozone Park, New York. Reserve your table today at 718-323-3555. That's 718-323-3555. For more information, visit nankingRestaurantGroup.com.
2 months ago, after my mother's hospitalization, the doctors wanted to put her in hospice. And I'm like, you know, they deemed her terminal. And I saw Mr. Thakur, I think the founder, on TV, and he was advertising this Indian community in Kings Harbor. It's a great Indian community where my mother feels at home and she expresses her happiness to me whenever I come.
I know when I come I feel happy. I stay couple and I see everybody and I'm so happy.
I brought my mother here like a month and a half ago and I haven't regretted my decision. It's one of the best decisions I've made for my mother. It's a home away from home.
Elegant Floral Design. We can help you beautify your event. No occasion is too big or too small. We specialize in floral decor and party planning for every event. Please call 718-322-9786. Please use promo code Lakshmee for a discount.
You had mentioned in your biography that you sent to me that you learned a whole new life with music, that there was a whole new spirituality that came with this music.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. Tell me why you said something like that. I mean, for a young man, 17 years old, you know, most 17-year-olds are, you know, maybe interested in relationships or interested in sports, but here you are going to a whole different level of spirituality. Tell me how you compare music and spirituality.
It's blissful. completely blissful. I think that anyone would be blessed to feel something like that. Music in itself is just a blessing. Without music, there's no love, and without love, there's no God. So, music is definitely something that is spirituality in itself.
So Benny, I was blessed to have one of your gurus on Let's Talk with Lakshmi a few years back, your Guruji, Kinnar Seen, and I know Payal Seen is also one of your Gurujis, his beautiful and talented wife. Tell me what it's like working with, such talented musicians, such talented Gurujis.
Not only is it spiritual, not only is it blissful, it's such an honor to be with someone like them. They know so much, they've been through so much, and for them to put that onto me and my team and whoever it may be, it's just amazing because they've been through so much and they have so much to offer, and it's been amazing. So
Tell me
far.
about your team. Who's this team?
I have Vishwanath Misir, Anthony Balram.
What roles do they play?
Anthony plays tabla.
Okay.
Vishwanath would accompany me with guitar, harmonium, and then I have Dipanjali and comedy and stuff.
So are you guys forming a band or?
No, it's just a group of students
Okay.
trying to create music.
So Benny, tell me about the genres of music that you sing.
So my forte is Indian classical. I love Indian classical with like all my heart. Then I have light music, ghazal, things like that.
So I find it interesting that you're so young, born in America, right? Born in America, growing up here, where there's hip hop, there's R&B, there's reggae, there's soul. There's just so many different types of what we would call American music, but you chose Indian classical. What attracted you to this music?
Indian classical music is so complex but so simple at the same time. There's so many rules, regulations to it, but when you listen to it, it's just like listening to God in itself. And that's what's so amazing about it, and that's what attracted me to it. So I think that music, Indian classical music, has that taste to it, that flavor to it.
How many hours a day do you practice?
Honestly, I don't count. I don't count. I think that how much...
Do you practice every day?
Yeah.
Okay.
And when... I lose track of count nowadays.
So I recall when I had met Rahat Fateh Ali Khan, he told me he practiced every morning for at least an hour or 2 hours a day. In the morning, but that was just in the morning. But throughout the day, he said, you eat music, you live music.
Definitely.
You love music. Music just becomes your life.
Definitely.
So tell me, if you could meet any musician in this world, whether it be instrument or vocal, who would that person be?
I have so many, but one that I would really love to meet, who's motivated me through so much, is Mehndi Hasan Khan Sahab. He is the true master at what he does.
What's special about him to you?
He definitely opened a new system of ghazal, that's one. And his voice is so soothing, and it's so, like music, complex but simple at the same time. And he's just so amazing.
Any female artists, if you could collaborate with today, who would that be?
Like a professional female artist?
Yes.
I don't know. Asha Bhosle. She's also the master.
So Benny, the first time I heard you, I think I was at a yajna. And
Really?
yeah, you were yay high. And you sang, I think that you were with someone, I don't know who it was, and they played the harmonium for you. And you sang, and then you left. You pretty much came, sang, left, and you just left everyone mesmerized. And then the second time I heard you was actually at a VAT production show, a vision show, where you performed actually right before my niece, Jyoti Tulsi, who's also a singer,
Yeah.
and you scared her to death. Okay, she was like, "Musi, I can't go on stage after he just sang," you know. And but what I do remember watching you throughout the years, that at one point your voice started changing. When you were younger, you sounded like a woman. You sounded like a female, you know? And then your voice, I remember hearing you one time at a temple, and your voice was cracking because it's changing. How do you deal with something like that? Like your voice change as a young boy, having to transition from this young voice into a man's voice. How hard or how difficult was that for you?
You just really have to cope with it. It's a process of life, and you really just have to cope with what you have. You have to work with what you have. And yeah, I was cracking at a point, I do remember. And I mean,
was it scary? How was it for
yeah,
you?
definitely, because I wasn't familiar with what was going on. I thought that, you know, my voice was just gonna be like this and then be like that the next day. I didn't know there was a whole process to it. And it was definitely scary because I didn't know how to deal with it. But I mean, that's why I have my gurus. They tamed it, they helped me, they, you know, mentored me when I had that problem.
So when you were younger, I know you would sing like Shreya Ghoshal songs, right? So now that you're older and your voice is more masculine, have you changed the artist songs that you sing now? Or would you still sing a female song?
Yeah, definitely. I still sing the song Mere Dolana that you probably are talking about.
One of my
The
favorites.
scale just changes, so
Okay.
it's not much of a difference. The song stays the same, that's just the scale.
So let's talk about Bollywood a little bit,
Okay.
right? In Bollywood, is there any star you would like to meet and maybe perform for?
Bollywood is Bollywood. I mean, to have that opportunity, I mean, who would turn it down?
Would you ever go for something like the Saregama competition?
Definitely. Soon, very soon.
Soon. Do you know if it's coming to New York anytime soon?
Well, when it does, and my gurus tell me I'm ready, that's when I'm going to go. I'm not going to take that upon myself and just go. But I definitely plan on joining a competition like that in the future.
Now, I know you're trained in Indian classical singing, but would you go for something like American Idol? Would that ever be something that you would think of doing? Because talent is talent, right?
Right.
And you're obviously extremely talented.
Thank you
And
so much.
you know, if you can sing Saregama, is it the same as singing Do Re Mi Fa Sol La Ti?
I mean, in my opinion, music is music. Just it manifests itself in different ways. I personally don't understand that style of music as much as I understand Indian classical. So I could, but I think that I would just be really uncomfortable with, you know, switching from genre to genre like that. Like Indian classical music, I think it can sit properly within me.
Welcome to Platinum Celebrations Incorporation, event planner and on-day coordinators. Formal or casual, large or intimate, held at a private residence, dazzling venue, or the beach. Platinum Celebrations' unparalleled service and attention to details will take your special occasion from the ordinary to the extraordinary. As a full-service event planning company, our service goes beyond design and decor to encompass entertainment, linen and table settings, flower arrangements, party favors, invitations, photography, and so much more. From selecting the perfect site to achieving the perfect mood. We promise to guide you through the planning process from beginning to end, and we are on site throughout the entire event to ensure all of your time and money invested goes according to your liking. Contact Shivi at 347-432-8545 for a free consultation. Remember, Platinum Celebrations is here for your special day.
2 months ago, after my mother's hospitalization, the doctors wanted to put her in hospice. And I'm like, you know, they deemed her terminal. And I saw Mr. Thakur, I think the founder, on TV, and he was advertising this Indian community in Kings Harbor. It's a great Indian community where my mother feels at home, and she expresses her happiness to me whenever I come.
I know when I come, I feel happy. I stay couple and I see everybody, and I'm so happy.
I brought my mother here like a month and a half ago, and I haven't regretted my decision. It's one of the best decisions I've made for my mother. It's a home away from home.
Getting ready to plan that special day? Well, the most important thing is capturing that special moment. No matter what the occasion is, big or small, digital photo by Buddy can capture it all. For all of your memorable events, whether it is a wedding, graduation, anniversary, sweet 16, puja, baby shower, or 9-day, Buddy will do it all. Just call Buddy at 917-741-9876. Digital photo by Buddy, capturing your memories. Please mention you saw this ad on Let's Talk with Lakshmee.
It's Christmas time, and flute players, drummers, and flouncers, and costumes and masks dance in the street. Look. Do you know what? I don't want Granny's macaroni and cheese. I need it. Now.
When you had your pocket full, in a biz there'll be money. Now because you money, girl, you hustle for tell me money.
Where do you see yourself and music in the next few years? I mean, do you plan to go to India? What's your goal?
The reason why I don't plan on going to India is because I feel like there's a huge misconception about going to India and coming back, and people mistake you as this big musician, because India is nothing but a country. And my gurus came from India, and that doesn't mean that they lost everything when they came to America, you know what I mean? Like music, India is nothing but a country. And to explore India, the country in itself, definitely. But I feel like I have all of the musical resources that I need here.
Where do you want to go with your music, Benny?
Wherever music takes me.
So Benny, you're very talented.
Thank you.
And I know that I see you singing mostly, whether it be mostly temple. I've seen you in small shows here and there. But honestly, I think that you're ready to have your own solo show. I see you being the star of an upcoming show. Is this something that you see yourself in the near future?
Definitely.
Definitely. When can we look forward to this?
I was actually, ironically, going to plan to do something around this May. I'm not too sure yet. I don't want to make it official yet, but I was planning to. I'm working with people, and they're planning to conduct a show this May. So definitely that would be a plan in the near future.
I know you're very close with your Guruji, and you did mention when I asked you, would you ever try for Saregama, you said, once you got the okay from your Gurujis, you would proceed. Now, is that something that you would do, before you perform, do you have to get their permission to perform?
Yes.
Yes.
It's like they taught you everything. They taught me everything. Everything that I know is because of my gurus and my parents, but musically everything that I know is because of my gurus. And I always go to them to ask for permission whenever there's a musical function, always.
I know you've been performing in several concerts for the past few years. Tell me about some of the people that you've sang with.
So I performed in shows with Rajkumar Rizvi. He's a student of Mehndi Hasan Khan Saab. Rajan Sajan Mishra was with them. Mitali Bamwick, a singer, and People like that, Ramesh Mishra, sarangi player, they're all amazing musicians. And
Tell me about your team. I mean, what's so special about this team that you have, and how you guys work together, and how you bring forth your talent and you entertain people with your music?
What's really interesting about my team is that we weren't really a team. We just got together for one show, and after that, like, we just started making music together. And ever since then, music just bonded us as a family. So there's Vishwanath Misir, he accompanies me with harmonium or guitar, Anthony, who plays tabla, and other people too.
Now, you make music? You compose your own music?
No, I don't.
You don't. So most of the songs that you perform are other people's songs, right?
Right, or my guru songs.
Is composing music something in your future?
Yeah, definitely. I just don't feel as if though I'm on that level yet of music to be composing. I have so much more of a journey, and I'm focused on learning at this moment.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years, Benny?
Not something bad, for sure. Definitely something musically inclined. I don't know exactly where. I can't picture it, but
would
something.
you be teaching? Would you be
not for now.
Traveling
I don't think I'd be teaching for
internationally,
now.
nationally with music?
Maybe, but
Maybe?
definitely not teaching for now.
Okay.
I feel like music teachers need more experience, and I don't have that as yet.
Now, career-wise, what do you want to do?
Like without music.
So it's music. That's it, music.
Mhm.
Okay, that's great. That's wonderful. Now to the youngsters that are looking, or even someone who's older that's already into music, what advice would you give them?
Prominence will come with the music. I feel like it's totally wrong to I feel like it's totally wrong to perform music, sing music, make music if you're just doing it to become prominent. Prominence will come when people appreciate your music.
Do you consider yourself, let's say, a local celebrity with the music?
No, I just consider myself a musician of God, of everyone.
To me, you are one of the most talented
Thank you so much.
musicians that we have in our Indo-Caribbean community.
Thank you so much.
And I know you will succeed in music and in anything that you put your mind to. So Benny, tell me, do you have a favorite song?
I don't have a favorite song.
You don't have a favorite song?
No.
Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite you to sing for our audiences so that they too, those that don't know you, will know why I'm so much in love with you and your voice and your talent. So can you do that for us?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, I know we have Vish and Anthony here at the Elegant Floral Design Studios. We're going to invite them on and set you guys up so you can sing for us.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. अभी मुझ में कहीं बाकी थोड़ी सी है जिंदगी जगे धड़कन नहीं जाना जिंदा हूँ मैं तो अभी कुछ ऐसी लगन इस लम्हे में है ये लम्हा कहा था मेरा अब है सामने इसे छू लो जरा मर जाऊं या जी लो जरा खुशियाँ चूम लो या रो लो जरा मर जाऊं या जी लो जरा अभी मुझ में कहीं बाकी थोड़ी सी है जिंदगी। ओ धूप में जलते हुए तन को छाया पैर की मिल गई। रूठे बच्चे के हंसी जैसे फुसलाने से फिर खिल गई। कुछ ऐसा ही अब महसूस दिल को आ रहा है। बरसों के पुराने जख्म पे मरहम लगा सा है। कुछ ऐसा रहम इस लम्हे में है। ये लम्हा कहा था मेरा अब है सामने। इसे छू लो जरा, मर जाऊं या जी लो जरा। खुशियाँ चूम लो या रो लो जरा, मर जाऊं या जी लो जरा। अभी मुझ में कहीं बाकी थोड़ी सी है जिंदगी। जगी धड़कन नहीं, जाना जिंदा हूँ मैं तो अभी। कुछ ऐसी लगन इस लम्हे में है। ये लम्हा कहा था मेरा अब है सामने। इसे छू लो जरा, मर जाऊं या जी लो जरा। खुशियाँ चूम लो या रो लो जरा, मर जाऊं या जी लो जरा।
Well, viewers, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Let's Talk with Lakshmi, where we interviewed Benny Parag right here at the beautiful, elegant Floral Design Studios in Queens, New York. Viewers, if you're at home, I'm sure you enjoyed this episode. This young talent has mesmerized audiences internationally all over the world. Well, I'll see you guys next week, same time, same place. It's a date. Let's talk.
Guyana, oh Guyana.
I know this school is a place set up in the community to help children to further their education, to achieve a goal, a computer solved case. I want to thank God for the scholarship for Rebecca Jairam, sponsored by the school. And the owner, I just want to thank God for them that can continue do the good work as they are doing in this community.
Guyana, raise your hand up high.
I want to say special thanks to Save Abee Computer School because my daughter visited the school. She do a computer course here, and she was called. She went for an interview at the Regional Democratic Council for a job with 49 persons for 2 spots, and she indicated to them that she do a course at Save Abee Computer School, and she do have a certificate. And as soon as she produced the certificate, she was hired on the spot.
People say that there's other place to go, but there's nowhere like Guyana, Stand up proud, celebrate. It's time, we just can't wait.
Hello, Guyana.
My name is Lakshmee Singh from the Let's Talk with Lakshmee TV show, and I'm here to talk to you all about the very serious case of the suicide epidemic that's going on in Guyana. I spoke with Mr. Anand Budram, who is the CEO of the Caribbean Voice, a few days ago, and he brought to my attention that in 2014, Guyana has been rated the #1 Caribbean country in the world with the highest rate of suicide. I was completely shocked, lost for words, to know that the country that I was born in has such a serious case when it comes to suicide. Those of you who are watching this clip right now and saying, yeah, I know someone that committed suicide, or yeah, I know someone who attempted suicide, please don't sit back. Be the person that helps. If you yourself is experiencing thoughts of suicide or thinking that there's no other way and you don't know what to do except to maybe go this route, I'm here to tell you, it's not worth it. It's not worth taking your life. And I'm here to tell you that after every storm, there is a rainbow. Believe me. I know you're home, sitting back, looking at this clip, and maybe thinking that Lakshmi doesn't know what she's talking about. But let me tell you, I promise you, there is a better tomorrow. And if you're not strong enough at this point to think about yourself, think about your family. Think about the other lives that you will affect. I've heard that in Guyana, many people are taking their lives because of relationships. Let me tell you, someone else's life is not more valuable than yours. Do not take your life because maybe your relationship did not work out. It really is not worth it. Sometimes we suffer in work, jobs, and family, and education. There's stress all around the world. But let me tell you, there is help. You can reach out to the hotline number. You can call. You can talk to a friend. Talk to your teacher. Talk to your wife. Talk to your husband. Talk to your mother. Talk to your father. Talk to us here at the Caribbean Voice. Remember, before you take your life, know that your life